Hey Scorpios. It's July. We have a full moon coming up. So I just wanted to do these videos and get some spirit messages out there for you guys, right? So Scorpio, you have a full moon in your third house of communication. Because on the zodiac wheel, Scorpio is 3 houses away from Capricorn. Like Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. So you have light. You know, when the moon is full, it's filled with light, right? So you have a full moon in your third house of communication. Excuse me. Okay, Scorpio. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You guys got a lot of cards like Libra. Gosh, what happened to like 1 or 2 cards? Maybe the second half of the zodiac wheel is like more intense. Okay, so the first card you have, Scorpio, is the Queen of Cups. And this is a very water energy. I think it's a Cancerian energy, kind of like a Cancer, but even for Pisces or Scorpio, this can still apply. This is a very feminine, strong-willed queen, you know, literally. And she's the Queen of Cups, but look at her. She's surrounded by water. Let's take a look at this card. And she's holding this, like, cup with, like, angels on it, right? And this cup is definitely speaking to being, like, this is like an overly nice person. Like, she's like so emotional, so caring for everybody around her, but perhaps caring a little bit too much about what people think. So we have this Queen of Cups energy, and that might be your communication state. We also have the Knight of Wands, and this guy's ready to fight, right? He's like all protected. So this Cancer season in July has made you feel like this, Scorpio. Look at those salamanders on his little thing. Oh, he is so ready to fight, and I just feel this is your guys' energy. Like, your horse is ready to fight, and this is he's scared though. Look at his face. He's really protected. So maybe you guys have felt like you felt like you've had to protect yourself, and just, I know Scorpios always are on edge. Like, you guys always feel like someone's out to get you, because you can sense the vibes that even the most psychic people can't. Like, you guys just have this natural talent when it comes to people's darkness. So you can shake somebody's hand and know that in 4 years they're going to try to kill you. Like, you just know their dark intent. So don't second guess your intuition, Scorpio, but just be careful of this energy, because you're protecting yourself quite a bit here for a water season, and I don't see much water, but we do have the Queen of Cups, right? So it's just you guys being fixed and keeping it cool, keeping it stable. I feel like you guys have been doing pretty good about this. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So look at you guys. There's like this feminine, like, royalty energy with you, and it's like decision making. Like, what do I have to do? And maybe you're shutting a little bit off of your emotions, because the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Wands is quite a difference. So we have this Queen of Water and emotions. Maybe you're thinking, and since this war happened, or maybe you've been feeling these emotions, right? Interesting. Well, the Queen of Wands is different. This is a decision maker. She's got the magic. She's softer, and see that black cat? This speaks more to, like, and this is my interpretation, this speaks more to like a magic, like a mysterious type of energy, more so than like emotions, you know. And that's weird advice for a water sign, right? But this is the energies that you could expect with your third house, and I think that's why that came out, because you went from this really water-based energy, which you're naturally at home with, right? And then you know, felt these battles coming again. Maybe battles with your own emotions, battles with other people's emotions, battles. What does that mean to you guys? Because you guys have been fighting. And whether that's like subconsciously, spiritually, physically, real, like, I don't know, but there's a fighting energy that took place. And this was the result of it. You are the Queen of Wands now, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, and you guys are knights. You know, very, very, Knight energy, like this guy, how he's very protected. This is Scorpio all the time. But you've got a little lighter, and you're trying to have flowers around you, and you're trying to be civil, right? You're trying to be peaceful, and just hold, like, you're just holding your wand. And this lady, like, she's still not to be screwed with, though. And so Scorpio, all right, 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is calling to a spiritual journey. So this is the part of your reading where the full moon starts to come in, because I see this full moon up in this corner, and I can't not make that completion. So around the Capricorn full moon, you know, maybe there's going to be certain conversations just because it's in your third house of communication. You might be feeling a little stuck, or maybe certain conversations will make you feel like this. Like you might have a conversation with somebody that makes you feel like leaving. Like, I just can't do this anymore. Like, this is not getting anywhere. This card is all about leaving what you used to think is valuable: money, houses, cars. The spirit realm is asking Scorpio to walk away from that material world. And I know that's hard for fixed signs because you guys have to be stable. And in this planet, to be stable, you have to have money, you have to have a house, you have to have a car, you have to have this, you have to have that, or you're considered unstable, right? But we are not only human, Scorpio. We are a soul, we have a spirit, we have energy. The only part of us that is human is this flesh right here. And that's not the majority of us. And this is what speaks to that, because you're being asked to walk away from material things. That's what these cups represent, as the material world. And there's mountains calling you. There's higher planes calling you in your spirit. Because Scorpio is so magical and so just, we need you guys on this journey, this spiritual thing. Like without the Scorpios, there'd be demons running wild everywhere. And we can't have that. But Scorpio, when you get so caught up in the physical world, you lose sight of your spirituality. And then we have the World card, which is the world card. Like, this is the world. And you know what? It's funny that I was just talking about fixed signs and being stable, because you know what? On each corner of these cards, you have each of the fixed signs of the zodiac. That's you. I didn't even see that, but the eagle is you. I know you're a Scorpion, but you're also the phoenix, which is, you know, eagle type of thing. You have to research it, but you're the eagle too, Scorpio. You know? And these are all the fixed signs. Leo, your opposite sign, Taurus. You know? This is a fixed card, because when you get the World card, it's about luck stabilizing for you, which is why we have the water, earth, fire, and air, right? We have all these fixed zodiac signs of our world balancing this card out to make it a fixed action. Like, Scorpio, stare at this card and accept it. Take the world by your hands, right? This card is showing up to remind you of your power. When you leave the situation that you've been wanting to leave, it's a spiritual leaving. Scorpio, what I'm feeling is that you've been feeling really spiritual in here, in your heart and in your gut, but you've been too focused on work and maybe spouses and just material things that are holding you back, right? And that's why you're being asked to leave on this spiritual journey. And when you leave, you will discover your entire world. Like, you've been losing yourself lately, and you think that this is it, but you have so much more to discover about yourself. And then we have the Sagittarius card. Now, this is interesting because Sag is close to Scorpio on the zodiac wheel, but you know, it ain't about Sag, unless that speaks to some of you. Maybe you guys, maybe you're a Scorpio and there's a Sagittarius in your life, you know, I don't know, but it might. If not, then the Temperance card means, you see what that lady's doing with these cups? That's called temperating, and it's when you like pour one thing back and pour one thing back, kind of like when you cook, but you do it to result in balance. Like, this is an angel, obviously. And this is a really beautiful card. And here's this water again. And I feel like I need to speak to you about this. She has one foot on a rock and one foot in the water. Scorpio, that's how you're going to deal with this. By not being completely, and I don't even have to tell you guys this, because that's why in the beginning of your reading, you had like that fighting energy and that very intellectual energy and not emotions. Because you have that full moon in your third house. So Scorpios are able to talk right now, and you might not feel like you are, because there might be certain people around you that are closing your throat chakra and not allowing your truth to come out, which ain't good. So I really feel like this next half of your reading is for oh my god, Scorpio, we have to talk. Okay, so on the zodiac wheel, you guys are the 8th house, right? So if you counted Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, you're the 8th house. And, you know, let me see. I just feel like there might be, let me just tell you this, Scorpio. There is the 10 of Cups here, okay? 10 of Cups, happy home, wish come true, happy family. And that comes right after the balancing. So maybe you balance something and you get that feeling of feeling home. And then there's also this Page of Cups, right? Which is a lot of water energy behind there. And he's talking to a fish. So if you guys have a Pisces friend or an underwater friend, you know, someone who kind of knows your world, then you need to hang out. And then we have this energy. This is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So upright, this means quick energy. Like, look at those wands. Like, phew, 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 phew. Well, reversed, it means delays, frustrations, waiting for the inevitable. So there is going to be, maybe you, this cup, this is about, you know, this man was going to take a drink. And boop, a fish popped out. And this fish was like, hello, my name is Clarence, and I'm going to tell you the key to life. And he didn't expect to, like, listen to that fish, but he's going to listen to the fish. That's what the Page of Cups means. Like, you have to look it up, but, you know, that is the interpretation of it. And so maybe what this fish tells you, it kind of changes your mind about something. And this could be in your subconscious, because Pisces is the subconscious, and we all have a subconscious. So your subconscious is going to enlighten you to some things that give you delays of, like, hold on a second, I actually don't want to sign that lease, and I actually don't want to take this job yet, because I learned some things in Cancer season, and I'm a Scorpio, and I just want to chill these energies out for a minute because I'm feeling too much. Because the last card we have is the Knight of Swords. So Scorpio, you have the Knight of Wands, you have a lot of wand energy, a lot of balancing, good luck, fighting, spiritual, leaving energy. But the reason why I just did that real quick is because we have to talk, right? And there is a lot of energy coming for you guys. Like, Page of Swords is like a really, like, happy energy. But it is about going in the subconscious, for real. You guys need to take a trip inside your mind and leave this world for a little bit and then come back with the spiritual. Like, Scorpio is so spiritual. So spiritual. Like, I don't need to tell you guys that, right? Well, anyway, dudes, Venus. For those of you who don't know, Venus is the goddess of love. She's the lord of attraction, lordess. She's like beautiful, man. It's a planet, you know, Venus, the planet. Well, she's moving into your 8th house, you guys. Man, you like the 8th house, you guys, intimacy, secrets, hidden shadows. But listen, Venus is like about attraction. So, oh my God, guys, like that is going to spark some things up. That is really going to spark some things up. Really weird. Really interesting to have. Let me chill. Because I'm just like thinking though, like Scorpio with Venus in their 8th house. Because Venus is going, let me explain so I don't sound like a crazy person. Venus is moving into the sign Gemini today. Today's July 5th. And she's moving into the sign Gemini. Gemini is the twins. It's the Lover's card in the tarot. And she's moving into a mutable air sign. And what this means for Scorpio is why I was trying to do this reading all professional, but I'm just talking to you on a friend level because I love you guys. But yeah, Venus is moving into your 8th house because Gemini is 8 houses away from Scorpio. So yeah, you got Venus there. And Venus is the god of love. And you guys are real mysterious, so even I can feel the energy of, like, I really can't tell you, but I'm gonna let the cards tell you, because cards are spiritual. So, because this means something for you guys. Like July 5th, I'm not sure when Venus transits out of Gemini, but it's gonna be a minute. All right, it's gonna be a little bit. Whoa, all these cards are coming out. So Venus and Gemini for you guys, definitely a calling. There's definitely gonna be a call, like a calling. Okay, the Judgment card from other worlds. See those people rising out of their graves? You're going to be called from God to balance your emotions. So Scorpio, what do you feel that you're not being honest about? Because it's all a battle to stay on top of your emotions right now. You're looking at the world around you. You're trying to make these mental decisions about the values you have. But it's becoming like a battle to stay on top, right? You see that guy, he's like trying to fight and keep these. There's men down here and they're poking up at him, trying to, right? So there's an energy this is a stay on top and don't let people knock you down energy. And there's definitely an emotional thing I'm not sure if you guys know much about tarot, but trust me, this is a God calling energy. And I feel like Scorpio is really being called by their, whatever you believe is the creator, whatever you believe is your higher power. It's calling you to address some of these emotions, because the King of Cups, and you had a lot of Queen energy. So here's this King for y'all out there, you know. Well, the King of Cups, I love him because look, he has this like necklace. It's a fish. So that symbolizes, and yes, there's very much water in this picture. It's choppy water and it's all crazy, but he is fine, right? So this is, I believe this is you, Scorpio. So that fish, I wish I would have kept that card. That fish that was in that guy's cup that was coming out to talk to him, now it's around his neck. So whatever you guys figure out in your subconscious and in your water magically world, right? I'm there too. I know about that place. But whatever you find out with God's calling is going to allow you to wear your emotions, right? It's not just popping out of the cup anymore. He's wearing his emotions proudly. And there's also this Queen of Swords. A lot of Queen, Knight, Pentacles. You guys are royal. You guys are going through a royal battle right now. There are kings and queens in the spirit realm fighting over Scorpio's existence. So you have to be careful and you have to reflect. The Two of Wands. There's a world in his hand. You have to reflect on all this energy, Scorpio. Scorpio. I definitely feel a lot of water energy. And I definitely feel like there's some mental decisions that you guys have to make that may interfere with some other people, you know, because this is a calling for you guys. Like, I am so sorry, but you're going to have to leave some people. You are being called. And when God calls you like this, and God showed up, okay, the Emperor card, that's God. That's Aries, it's God in tarot, okay? He's the father of the tarot deck. So the father is asking you, you know, and it's not a judging energy like judgeful, but it's judgment day. And I don't mean that literally, but spiritually, maybe you've been feeling that, Scorpio. I hope this applies to you guys. And there's hints of water in all these pictures. There's hints of water in its emotions. You know, it is Cancer season, you guys. How have you guys been handling Cancer season? I love this water personally. Feels like home, but everybody else is going crazy. In Scorpio, there's definitely some delays going on with your karmic life, like your life as a whole, you know, the Wheel of Fortune card, and then the Lover's card sneaking in between there. So it's like that Gemini energy. It's going to delay some things for you, but it's also going to change your entire life. That's what I interpret. And gosh, you guys, I like you so much. I love your guys' energy, and I hope this was relatable to you. Please, especially you guys, let me know how this relates and let me know how this applies to you and if it helps you at all, okay? But that is all I have for July. This was supposed to be a 5-minute video. It turned into like almost a 20-minute video because that's what happens when water vibes like that. I love feeling you guys. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of July. Enjoy that full moon in your 3rd house. Speak as much as you can. Communicate as intellectually and like that. It's about communicating your emotions, Scorpio. And maybe you don't do that as often as you would like. But I won't tell anyone. Alright, I'll see you guys in August.